Now over the Bentonville Square, it's been very cold across the area today. With more on how long this is going to last this week, here's Joshua in the Weather Center. Josh, it was brutal out there today. That wind, oof.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's just going to continue to do so overnight into tomorrow morning, and then, most likely all the way through Wednesday morning. So we'll get to that here in this segment. You might be wondering, well, why is it so cold? And we had the beautiful skies today. Well, that's because we have this area of high pressure. We have two little areas, one in Missouri and one right along the Red River. This is making the sky conditions clear today, so that's why we had those beautiful skies. But notice it's pulling the wind to the south. Those north winds, they make it bitterly cold. So that's why, it's one of the leading factors for this cold. Besides the Arctic front, those north winds are going to make it feel a lot colder, and those wind chills are not going to be enjoyable. So as we make our way into the next one, this is going to be something that you might be asking, well, why are we showing the dew points? Well, there's a couple things. You may have noticed, it might feel dry on your skin. Your lips might be chapped more often over the last 24 hours or so, and that's because we have super dry air. Notice dew points around 0, -4, -1, so it's quite dry across the area. So just keep that in mind. You might want to apply chapstick. You might notice your skin feels dry. It's because we have super dry air in place with that cold air across the region. So that's just one of the things that we have to deal with, these Arctic systems. Tomorrow at a glance, northwest Arkansas right around 27, River Valley right around 31 tomorrow, with some cloud coverage across the area. Wind chills are going to be in the 20s across both regions tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to start off the morning with some single-digit lows in northwest Arkansas. River Valley is going to be in the teens across the area. Those wind chills are going to continue overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and you'll notice not a whole lot of change. Some areas are going to be in the lower single digits for northwest Arkansas. The lows overall that are across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley will be in the 20s to the 30s, so it's going to be cold. Make sure you bundle up. Tomorrow, it's going to be clear for the early portion of the day, but once we get into the later portion, notice there's a little system that's going to be making its way west of us. There could be some snow flurries across the area as we head into the later evening hours. So that's going to be around 9, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Here's a look at the Northwest Arkansas 10-day planner. And as you can see, it's going to be quite cold. Weather impact alert through early Wednesday. Maybe some more precipitation chances coming up on Thursday. A little too early to get into that. But it's going to be cold. If you have any sort of plans tomorrow to go to the MLK Day parades or the marches, make sure you bundle up if you're going to be outside, because it's going to be bitterly cold across the area. So just prepare for that. Here's a look at the River Valley. Not a whole lot different. Like I said, it's just going to be bitterly cold. But we do have some good news on the horizon. This upcoming weekend, we're going to be in the 50s. So excited for that. Looking forward to that because I can't stand this cold. I usually like cold weather, but once we start getting to that dry air and those single-digit wind chills, it's just not fun.
I agree, definitely. And it's crazy how the temperature is going to jump back up to the 50s by next week.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it ebbs and flows so much, right?
Yeah, we call that forecasting whiplash, because when you go from negative values all the way into the 50s, people are like, oh, that's crazy. Like, how can that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Mother Nature likes to it likes to play pranks on us. We go from this horrible cold to somewhat nice, and then I'm sure there's probably going to be more bitterly cold on the horizon.
Yeah, we're probably not over for the season, I'm assuming, here in Arkansas. We're still going to be seeing some cold weather.
Oh, yeah. We still got February and March to get through. So.
Yikes. Yeah. Oh, not ready for that. All right. Thanks, Josh.